median, mode, and range. Mean, median, mode, and range. Yeah, I know. I don't have a singing career for a reason, guys. And you know why? Because, well, I'm not the best singer there is. But I bet you won't forget what we're talking about. We're talking about measures of central tendency. And measures of central tendency include a few words. Mean, which means the average. Median, the middle. Mode, the most. And range, the difference. That's the four main words that we'll be talking about. There is another word that's there sometimes, and that's the outlier. An outlier I a lot of times refer to as the outcast, the one that doesn't belong, okay? So today we will be looking at some notes on measures of central tendency, mean, median, mode, and range. And we'll talk about these notes. We'll do some practice problems. I think that you'll find, as long as you can put numbers in order from least to greatest, that's the first thing to remember. Always put your numbers in order from least to greatest. That finding the median is super easy. Finding the mode is super, super easy. Finding the range is super easy. And finding the median is easy, it really is, because all you have to do is add up all of the numbers you have in your set, and then you count how many numbers you have, and you divide by that amount of numbers, and you will find your mean. So let's take a deeper dive. Let's look into our notes, and let's learn more about mean, median, mode, and range. Mean, median, mode, and range. Mean, median, mode, and range. I'll see you in the notes. Hey guys, so here we are. We're here with some notes. And our first notes, mean. Mean is the average of the data. And it tells you, step 1, add all the numbers of your data. Step 2, divide by the number of the values in the data set, to find the mean. Now, fortunately for us, in our example, it says find the mean of the following set of numbers: 66, 72, 83, 89. If you notice, all of these numbers are already in order from least to greatest, so we don't need to do anything about it, okay? They're in order. So they've already added our numbers together. So add all the numbers in your data. 66 plus 72 plus 3 plus 89 is 310. So there are four numbers. It says divide by the number of values in your set to find the mean. 310 divided by 4 is 77.5. So the mean is 77.5. So it says find the mean of the following set of numbers. So the first thing we need to do is I want us to get in the habit of putting these in order from least to greatest. So we look for the smallest number, and the smallest number is 11. So 11 plus 12 plus 16 plus 19 plus 22 plus we have 23 plus 23. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I always double check myself and make sure however many numbers they gave me is the exact same amount of numbers I wrote down. It's really easy to mess up. So now we add our numbers together. 11 plus 12 plus 16 plus 19 plus 22 plus 23 plus 23. And I got 126. I'm going to do it one more time. 11 plus 12 plus 16 plus 19 plus 22 plus 23 plus 23. 126. And I said there were 7 numbers. Divide by 7. Well, that did not work. 126 divided by 7 is 18. Is that right? 18. So our mean equals 18. The median, the value that has exactly half the data set above it and below it. So the median I want to put is the middle. Order the numbers from least to greatest and find the middle number. Find the median of the following set of numbers. And so they gave you 83, 65, 81, 89, 72. And they tell you that you must order the numbers smallest to largest or least to greatest. And so they did that. And then it says the middle number from smallest to largest. So if you look, when you count in, a lot of times when I count in, I mark them off. I goes this way. 65 and 89 are counted out. 72 and 83 are counted out. And that leaves me 81 to be my number in the middle. So now we have our turn. So find the median of the following set of numbers. First thing we want to do is put them in order from least to greatest. And this is the same ones we just had up there. So we're going to do it again. We're going to look at our numbers up there. It's 11, 12, 16, 19, 22, 23, 23. Now, our job is to find the number in the middle. And so I'm going to change the color of my pen. So I'm going to count out 11 and 23, 12 and 23, 16 and 22. That leaves me 19. So 19 is my median. Let's look at mode. Mode is the data item that appears most often. The number you see the most. I'll put that. Number you see the most. Find the mode of the following data set. And gives you a big long set of numbers there. 49, 52, 29, 37, 49, 52, 48, 56, 29, 83, 49. And it says the mode is 49 because it occurs the most. Now, I don't like what they've done in this set of notes, and I'm using these because we normally make a foldable, and my foldable's at school, and so we're making do. I still say with this that you need to put them in order from least to greatest. So let's help them out by putting this in order from least to greatest. So the first one would be 29. And there's another 29. And then after that is 37, it looks like. Then we have 48. And then we have 1, 2, 3 49s. And then 2 52s. $56 and $83. So when you put them in order from least to greatest, it's much easier to see your mode because they're all together. And you can see right here that you have 3 49s and you don't have to chase them around looking for them. That's why it's easier to put them in order from least to greatest. So we have our same group of numbers again, and I wrote down our order since they're on a different page for me. For you, you might be on the same page, but for me, I'm not. So our numbers in order from least to greatest are 11, 12, 16, 22, 23. Oh, wait a minute. I've forgotten a number. 19. 19, 22, 22, and 23. Okay. So, now it says to find our mode. Well, what number? I repeated the wrong number, guys. You all have to watch me, and you're all not there to yell at me. You might be yelling at me through the screen, and I can't hear you, which is awful, because I don't know what you're saying. So here we go. Our number that's repeated the most is 23. So our mode is 23. Range is the difference between the least and the greatest value. Order the numbers from least to greatest. Take the largest value and subtract the smallest value. Range the following set of data, and it gives you all these numbers from smallest to largest. Take the largest value and you subtract the smallest value, and you have the range. So our numbers, again, so we're going to take our largest value, subtract our smallest value, so 23 minus 11, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. Our range equals 12. And there we have our notes. So, what I would do if I were you all, I would watch over these, maybe pause here and there to write things down. You don't have to print these out, but you do need to have this information. It's really important that you have this information, guys. Hey guys, well listen, I forgot to tell you that you need a piece of notebook paper. So grab you a piece of notebook paper, fold it in half hot dog style. On the left side, you'll put the first set of numbers, and on the right side, you'll put the second set of numbers. And then we're going to do this together. We're going to find the mean, the median, the mode, and the range of both sets of numbers. So pay close attention to what we're doing, because you never know, something may be there to trip you up. I look forward to talking to you after this practice is over. Bye. Let's look at our first set. I'll do it in a different color. 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 7, 8. So the first thing we want to do is we want to find the mean. And to find the mean, remember that's the average, so we want to add. So we're going to 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Whew. So we're going to add all of those together. 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. And I got 32. And then we're going to see how many numbers we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to say 32 divided by 7 equals 4.57, and it's a bunch of decimals. 4 and 57 hundredths. So the mean is 4.57. Okay. I want to help you with the mean over here now. We're going to practice mean all at the same time. So we're going to go 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7. So 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 is 25. And what we find out is that we have 6 values here. So 25 divided by 6 gives us, the 6 is repeating. So the mean, we're going to have to do some rounding, is 4 17/100. So after mean, let's focus on, let's do the median. And remember, median equals middle. So with our numbers in order from least to greatest, I'm just writing down the numbers. Okay, so we're going to find the median. We're going to count in from the ends to find the number in the middle. So on the first one, we're going to take off our 2 and our 8, our 2 and our 7, our 3 and our 5, and we're left with this 5 in the middle. So our median is 5. Okay, on our next one, we're taking off the 2 and the 7, the 3 and the 6, and we've come to 2 numbers in the middle. So we say 3 plus 4 equals 7. 7 divided by 2 equals 3.5. So our median is 3.5 or 3.5. And that is how you find median. This one was a little trickier because we had the different 2 numbers in the middle, and we've not had that before. Okay, now we need to find the mode. So we're going to look for the mode. So we have mode. Let's look for our mode. Remember, it equals most. We have 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 7, 8, 2, 3. Okay, so what is the mode for our first set of data? What numbers do we see the most? And remember, there can be more than one, but the number has to be repeated the exact same amount of times. So our mode here is 2 and 5 because they're both repeated the same amount of times. So we see them the most, the same amount of times the most. So our mode is 2 and 5. What about on our next set? What do we see our mode to be? Our mode is 3. Mode is 3. Okay, next thing we have to do is our range. So our range, let me change our color so we know we're doing a different color. Our range. Our range. So remember, that's big minus small. So I could list all the numbers out, but we've written it so many times. Our big one is 8 and our small one's 2. So it's 6. The range, I don't know why it's not letting me write. Range equals 6. And over here, the range is 7 minus 2. So that's 5. So the range is 5. And there is mean, median, mode, and range. So I hope you all enjoyed the practice. I hope this has helped you some. And I hope that maybe you've learned something new today. Enjoy, and I'll see you later. Wow, those notes were so exciting. I cannot believe how much we just learned. And just wait. Just wait till you have practice with Mrs. Justice. I mean, oh my goodness, you're going to learn so much more when you have practice with her. And just wait till you see what we have planned for you. You are going to love it. So anyway, let's just recap really quick. Mean, the average. Add up all of your numbers. Divide by the amount of numbers in your set. Okay, mean, the average. Median. Make sure your numbers are in order from least to greatest. And you need to do that from the very get-go. Okay, median. Then you count in from the ends. Count in until you get to the middle. And the number in the middle is the median. If you have two numbers in the middle, you add those numbers together and you divide by 2. And that would be your median. Okay? Mode. With your numbers in order from least to greatest, you find the number that's repeated the most. Now remember, the number that's repeated the most, there can be more than one mode. But that means that number, if there's two numbers, those two numbers have to be repeated the exact same amount of times. There can also be no mode. And if there's no mode, you must write no mode. Do not write 0. It is very, very possible for the mode to be 0. So write no mode. And range, remember range is the difference. So you take the biggest number minus the smallest number and you will have the range. So remember, mean, median, mode, and range. Mean, median, mode, and range. Yes, that's right, guys. Don't forget your notes and don't forget what we went over today, okay? So I've enjoyed spending this time with you today, and I cannot wait till we have some time together again. And if I don't see you again, I'll see you when we Zoom.